everybody. Today we have Dell Inspiron 5593 laptop. It's an Intel Core i5 10th gen. Let's take it apart. Let's see what we can upgrade, fix or replace. Start with bottom screws. Okay, now let's separate the bottom case from the palmrest. So find a gap where you can put your tool. Use the plastic tool, otherwise you can scratch your parts. Now work out your way along the edge to separate the case. Okay, now the case is off. Here we have the part number. Now start with disconnecting the battery. And now we can take it out. So if your battery is swollen or doesn't hold the charge, this is how you can replace it. Here we have the battery type. Now we can see our storage, that's the hard drive, so let's disconnect it. So if your laptop doesn't boot or you would like to upgrade your storage to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. So take out, this is the caddy, that's what holds your hard drive. The actual hard drive is inside, so you can take out these 4 screws on the edge. Okay, so that's our caddy, that's the actual hard drive. The cable belongs to the laptop, that's how we're gonna connect your new hard drive. Here we can see our memory slots. One is open, one is occupied. So if the memory doesn't work or you would like to upgrade to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. Here we have our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. So unscrew one screw, gently disconnect the antenna wires. And now we can take out the card. Here we have the model part number. Now let's take out our speakers. So if your sound is bad, you can replace speakers. Here we have the part number. Now we can take out our I/O board with our USB port and the card reader. So if these don't work, you can replace this board. Start with disconnecting all the cables. Maybe before we take out the I/O board, let's take out the fan because it's in our way. So if your cooling doesn't work or the fan is making grinding noise, you can replace it. Looks like it's connected to the heatsink, so let's take out the heatsink. Be very careful with the heatsink, don't bend it, it won't work if you bend it. Here we have the part number. Now we can take out the fan. Here we have the part number. And now let's disconnect our I/O board. Okay, here we have the part number. That's our board. So now let's take out the motherboard. So disconnect all the remaining connectors. Okay, now let's take out all the screws. The motherboard is covered by the hinge, so let's take out the screws for the hinge. Now let's unfold the hinge and we can take out the motherboard. Oh, there is one more screw here. And the DC jack, power jack. So that's our motherboard, that's our processor. The processor is soldered on the motherboard, so if it doesn't work, you have to replace the whole board. Here we have part numbers. And here as well. Okay, now we can see our DC power jack. It's separate from the motherboard, that's very nice. So if the laptop isn't getting any power, you can replace this DC power jack. And here we have the part number. Okay, now let's disconnect the screen from our Palmrest assembly. Okay, so that's our Palmrest keyboard touchpad assembly. Let's take out the touchpad. Okay, so that's our touchpad and the part number. The keyboard is riveted to the Palmrest, so you cannot take it out. So if the keyboard doesn't work, you have to buy the whole Palmrest keyboard assembly like that. And now let's take out our screen because the bezel is cracked. So start with the bezel. Disconnect all the clips. Okay, so that's our bezel. Unfortunately, it's cracked. Here we have the part number. Now let's take out the screen. Let's start with hinge screws. Now to take out that screen, there is adhesive on both sides. So we have to pull it out straight without breaking the strip. Okay. And now the other side. Okay. Now we should be able to take out the screen. Alright. Here we have the video cable, so disconnected from the screen. And flip that retaining clip. Now we can disconnect it. Here we have our part number. And here we have our hinges with rails for the screen. And our video cable. And that's our webcam. So here we have the part number for the video cable. And here we have our back cover with the webcam and antenna. And that's the part number for the back cover. If you need parts, check gotlaptopparts.com. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.